The story began in a small house in downtown Beirut in 1823. An American couple, Mr. and Mrs. DeForest, packed their faith in God and commitment to His service, then headed to Lebanon. They furnished their Beirut home with their warm hearts and welcoming smile. And their first guests were 4 young Lebanese girls. After learning how to read and write, these girls became teachers to other young girls, and the chain began to grow. In 1830, Dr. Henry Jessup saw the need for more space, so he set off on a fundraising trip in the United States. 1 year later, Jessup Hall was ready to house the students of the Beirut Female Seminary, as our school was first named. Jessup Hall is remembered mostly for the small room on the second floor, where in 1848 the Bible was translated into Arabic by Dr. Eli Smith and Dr. Cornelius Van Dyke, with the help of Sheikh Boutros al-Bustani, Sheikh Nasif al-Yaziji, and Sheikh Yusuf al-Asir. These slides show a succession of teachers that remind us of Sidney Hook, who said, "Everyone who remembers his own educational experience remembers teachers, not methods and techniques." Another addition to the growing mission came into being thanks to a Sahn Mjaddara. Believe it or not, it is true. During her first visit to Lebanon, Mrs. John S. Kennedy was invited for lunch at the school. Chicken was the main meal in honor of the distinguished guest, who unfortunately fell ill and couldn't make it. The following day, she arrived to find the meal of the day was mjaddara. It must have been extremely delicious because the lady's donation was extremely generous. This is how Kennedy Hall came to be. And the school continued to grow and nourish the Lebanese and Arab societies with educated young women who refuted their parents' traditional conviction that females are not capable of learning. In the meantime, the city of Beirut was also growing, and as a result, in 1974, the city council decided on a road plan that would dissect our school. There was nothing to do but find an alternative, and that was when this site in Rabie entered the picture. A plan was drawn up and construction began. Beirut Evangelical School for Girls and Boys opened its doors in Rabie in 1975 with the same warm heart and welcoming smile of the founding couple. Today, 189 years later, Beirut Evangelical School carries on the mission of enlightening our youth to the way of the Lord. Beirut Evangelical School for Girls and Boys stands as an educational fortress, immune to all forms of ignorance. We pride ourselves on our values, our mission, and our vision. The famous Cicero said, "What greater or better gift can we offer the Republic than to teach and instruct our young?" Every year, we present our society with a group of well-rounded individuals equipped with comprehensive education to become constructive citizens not only in Lebanon, but in the whole world. Our participation in the Model United Nations program is an asset to the program itself, as our MUNers exhibit their leadership skills in advocating justice, tolerance, and equality in the world. From Beirut to Qatar and New York, one of our very own students stood in the United Nations General Assembly and very confidently received the Secretary General Award, the first time for Lebanon. Previously, many of our students had been to New York and stood in the UN General Assembly and received many diplomacy awards. The Lebanese Minister of Education was highly inspiring to the future world leaders as he commended their efforts and expressed hope in their potential. And our means for teaching and instructing is not confined to books. We resort to all suitable means that would lead to this end. The theater on our campus hosts homemade plays that aim to entertain as well as provide life lessons. BESGB students take in what they learn in their assigned books, and they go one step further. Here we see them visiting the Lebanese parliament and getting the feel of things firsthand. Conferences are held in the school theater where lectures and debates tackle various humanitarian issues. The Ministry of Education finally decided to include community service in the curriculum. Well, here at BESGB, we have been the forerunners. Our students learn how to care and be aware. They learn to care for the people around them. They learn to be aware of the environment around them. And this kind of education leads to a better world. These are our graduates, and this is our mission.